So I'll take here one example which will cover everything. Okay, liquid asset and fixed asset. Okay, that is jewelry, cash, house, any property. Suppose Mr. Sharma is one person and his age is 55 or 60 in middle. He's got a residency or a house in Mumbai, and he's got 1 CR or near about that much cash, okay, and 80 lakh rupees of mutual fixed deposits, you can say, and a very small business he is running, okay, and he is he's got one daughter, she is minor, second son, he is also minor, wife, okay, and dependent mother, senior citizen, right? What exactly here Rajesh want, first of all, his children to receive money for education after his death, right? His house remain in the family, right? वो जाना नहीं चाहिए कहीं पे भी, shouldn't go with the auctions, loans and everything kind of a thing. The business to be managed professionally, right? So that will do like CA along with his wife, right? His wife to receive regular monthly income to avoid any disputes among the family or from the family people. जैसी कोई हमारे सोसाइटी में, we are living in Indian society, जैसी कोई एक बड़े आदमी की डेथ हो जाती है, who owns a lot, who has got money and everything, then अचानक से suddenly that people they come and they started claiming कि हाँ उन्होंने ये विल लिखा था, उन्होंने ऐसे किया था, वैसे किया था, they did this and he did that, he said that orally, take 1 CR from my wife. Suddenly, like many relatives, friends, they will come after his death, right? For securing that thing, he'll prefer with private family trust to make his everything. So how to create the trust now? That is what I have covered everything in one example. Who will be the settler? Rajesh, right? Trustee, his wife, because he can trust his wife more, along with one CA and advocate. Either you can have an advocate, or you can have a CA, or you can have a both, right? For why trustee is needed? First of all, one family member is needed as a trustee in that particular process to keep an eye on an advocate and a CA. Right? कि क्या चल रहा है, what is going on, where the profits are going, where the money is, and coming to the point कि ma'am where how to put clauses and what clauses we need to put. You can put okay monthly basis पे मुझे review चाहिए, I need a monthly review, what is going on, who's coming, where the money is going, I need a complete review monthly. You can have quarterly, you can have yearly. It's all depend upon your wish, right? And then just property details, that is house, FD, mutual fund, business details, right? Everything that is collaborated at one place, right? Now trust deed. Trust deed is the most important part of the family trust. What you say, what you put, what is in your mind, what are your securities, what are your insecurities. While executing this, you need to be very clear, ma'am and sir, that what you exactly need, what you're actually what your fear of. Some people, what they made a mistake while drafting trust deed, family trust deed, that they hide many things actually, not to get advertised out. Okay, we have a family issues and we do have that. Where at that point that became useless then. Family, private family trust deed is a very, it's not just a legal document. It is a safeguarding, it is a kind of a weapon where you are just safeguarding your loved ones, your kids, your dependable after your death. Right? So, yeah, exactly. I mean, this is what we have. And the benefit, after Rajesh will passed away, when he is not alive, there will be no legal fights, first of all. in India, we are living here in kind of a what you will say country where every family they have issues, property, money. They end up in court of law, and court will entertain court more think about not emotional, but they will more think about the documentary evidence. Okay, if someone will come up with a one will he will come up with, and court will accept that will. Okay, if you have a problem, then go and challenge it. It is a time taking process, right? Because our judiciary is not that too fast in India, right? So yeah, that is the main more important thing, that there is no legal fights and probates. Probates in the sense, no one can, again I'll come up with the same point, no one can make a fake will and no one can come. So probate is completely like secured here. Assets are protected from the outsiders. जैसे कोई मरता है पहले आ जाते हैं, लोन लिया था, ये लिया था, has taken loan against the bank and everything. Orally he will come and he will say and he'll admit. So obviously after the death of Mr. Rajesh, family members got into trauma. Now what? So private family trust will protect you from that thing. Then clarity and predictions, mostly because like in deed, you have already mentioned clearly what you want and what you're looking for, right? So you're protected with that as well. And smooth income without sending your loved ones to earn outside bread and butter. While sitting at home, they're getting everything. Only just with vigilance, right? But here, more important point is trustee should be very, very, very important person to whom you're giving all the authorities. Because in many NGOs, many trusts, we find frauds happens many times. They think like that because money is kind of a person will make greed to everyone. You can't protect them with that. But yeah, you can make there are many different types of trust where we can find that is revocable, irrevocable, main important which we follows more actually. Revocable, you can revoke anytime by putting clauses, right? Irrevocable for the a person who is not mentally able to take decisions. There has to be some strong clauses we have to put. Again, sir has mentioned that mental act and everything we have to consider. And again, I'll come to the same point. That also doesn't work in many cases. हाँ ठीक है, mentally disabled है, physically handicapped है, it's okay. हम लोग उसको कैसे भी घुमा देंगे. So where you need a person with a trust, with family person with a trust. So yeah, this is the Rajesh example. I hope you all are clear. इसमें मैंने पूरा complete cover किया है कि छोटे में बिल्कुल एकदम कि what you need to be very very what your clearance should be there, what you need and to whom you should give your authorities and how much. Now coming to how to make trust deed and how to get registered. That is our part. Legal part. Most important you need for making any private trust deed is name of the trust, objectives, why you want. That is again, you can't hide anything. Like, nahi, it's okay. Just like I woke up in the morning and I got fear, I'll die. What will? No, that is not the main motive. Here we are not making any kind of a will. We are making here a trust deed, where everything is depend upon on your single word, what they are thinking and what you want to put. Every single word, every single clauses, everything. So details about the settler, trustee, beneficiaries. Beneficiaries, if they are having mentally disabled or physically handicapped, we need medical certificate, hospital details regarding that. Because many times, many people they do for tax assumptions. That is the more and more important point is why we make trust to save taxes. Tax assumptions is the main clause of many big trust. Jo ki every day they do the same to save tax. That is why we have to get the detailing about, like, why, what are the objectives, and why you want to make a trust. Then powers and duties of the trustees, you can, again I have mentioned, powers and duties you only can decide. Only settler have the authority to decide everything. Who will be the beneficiaries, who will be the trustees, and what are the powers should be given to the trustee. Right? Succession plan for trustee. What after, if something bad happened, something good happened, both positive and negative. It should be kind of a, like, 50 detailed papers while, making a private trust. It doesn't really matter. If you're going to any advocate, just eat their head, no problem at all. Because it's a question of, like, a person to whom you want to get secured. Right? For their future, is a question of future of their after you. So yeah, dissolution and termination clauses, why to dissolve and when to dissolve, and termination clauses, what happens if this will happen, then this will get terminated automatically. Accounting auditing clauses, that without the signature no one can audit this, and no one can signature, and there are other, like, many other clauses we can go with, like, dispute resolution clause. Again, if something dispute will come, that trust deed will automatically get dissolved. So clauses, they don't have, like, limitations. You can put whatever you want, and after that we can get registered with under Indian Trust Act 1882. Like we get that proper document, that we make it like legal document to get registered, and that becomes a legal and fixed document. Yeah, this is, like, with a very kind of a, I tried actually. Maybe I'll be more clear in question and answers of yours.
She has covered the basic part of the trustee, having a settler, trustee, the beneficiary, and also a protector. Protector. You can have a protector so that you can watch whether the trustee is acting as per the trust, or you will also discuss whether this particular act is beneficial or not, and on the advice. But the ultimate decision rests with the trustee. So it is important we know that trustee, selection of the trustee is more important, and also continuation of the trust. So we have a lot of questions on this particular legal complications that may arise out of the well-created trust deed, however best is right. And one more thing also, we will focus after members with their questions, we also focus on whether the patient himself can reject the trust, because a patient who is stable, I don't need a trust. Why my properties of my parent should be handed to a trust? This is also another, because they have the right act. Whether the patient himself doesn't cooperate with the trustee, what happens? These are all things we discuss. Now we request the beneficiary for madam to come and pose a question here in the podium, because we also will have a round of who are sitting here.
It's a little personal. I have nobody to pass on. I have a property of my own, but I have nobody to pass it on. I mean, there are family in the US, but I want to, like, make sure that my property is used for some other purpose, good purpose, and somebody like to take care of me, I have medical facility, but if I mean fall ill or I need some home care or something, I need some finances for that. If I give the property to somebody, a trust of a form, and maybe that can be forwarded to somebody, or that has to be decided. I haven't thought of anyone. But okay, will they help me medically? That is what the expenses and till I'm alive. If the property is also, I mean, I use the property for my gain. That is the thing.
I mean, here I will ask you one question, ma'am. Do you have kids? Like, no kids at all. Okay, fine, no problem. So, yeah, is it self-acquired or ancestral? Okay, right, it's for parents. So fine. After you, there is no like, Okay, so okay, fine. Ma'am, to be honest, in your situation, it's an ancestral property, right? So you can there are like two types of properties, self-fund and ancestral. In ancestral property here, I think I should suggest you that you should go with a will. That is registered will, along with a trust of your share. Do you have that in ancestral property kind of, do you have a partition deed with you? Gifted it to you. And along with that gift deed, do you have any NOCs from your from your brothers and sisters, siblings, any no objection certificates from your siblings? No, that can be challenged. Okay, so is it registered gift deed or? Okay, ma'am. So in your case, like we have to attach that NOCs as well, ma'am, with your siblings. In your case, will is more important for you here. That you need to go with a registered will. That okay, this is a person in my mind. I will take care of, if a person who is take care of that physically, mentally, financially, and my medical expenses will be जो भी पूरे जितने भी मेरे ज़रूरतें हैं वो पूरी उन्होंने अगर कवर करती हैं तो मेरा विल उनको जाएगा along with a trust. No, fine ma'am, they are like class 1 legal hire. You are class 1 legal hire, and your kids or your brother and sisters, your siblings kids, they are class 2 hire. So class 2, class 3, they can challenge up to 3-4 generations, ma'am. Yeah, they can come and they can challenge. Better for your option to secure your life, so you should go with registered will along with a trust. That is the best option available for you. Same, looking after your medical expenses, you will get a smooth income from maybe 25,000 is fixed for your FDs and your all the savings you have and whatever you are having. Yeah. So you can have a smooth running income, and by using that income, you will be securing your medical expenses until you are alive, right? So in your case, I think you should go with a registered will and a private trust. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much you have. It completely, again, more opinion will be depend upon your case to case is depend upon, and more what you have. Yes. Yeah. Again, I'll take you back. Like what I have mentioned in my session, that whether it is fixed deposit, FDs, or liquid assets, your jewelry, your property, everything that counts, ma'am. Yeah, that counts. If you have without nominees, no. So it completely depend upon your situation. This is the basic situation you have given to me. So I have given the basic things. If I'll come to know about if you have a FD and to whom you have made nominee, then we can go with that. So how that will get secured? By making private trust, because you have already made a nominee here, right? You have all. No, you have to show, ma'am. You have to be very sure at this age. Ma'am, I mean, I'm really apologize for here by saying this. I'm very, I mean, I don't have that much experience which you guys carries right now. Okay, but I have seen many cases, ma'am, since years I'm practicing in the court of law. I mean, one day I saw a mother. She came to court and she started crying. Why? Her son actually he started blaming his mother. क्या दिया उसने, कुछ नहीं किया, मैंने बोला था क्या पैदा करने के लिए. And fraudulently, like, he took her signature on the blank paper. She started crying and crying, and she was begging in front of the that bench and judge. Like, even judge was aware that okay, that he did some fraud, and here we have to make a decision in favor of that mother. She cried, 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 and ultimately that decision got against her. And no emotions, ma'am. I mean, what is the beautiful relationship between more than mother and a son? पेरेंट्स और किड्स का इतना ब्यूटीफुल रिलेशनशिप रहता है, उसको भी मैंने चैलेंज होते हुए देखा है कोर्ट में. सो आई विल नॉट गेट अग्री विथ योर व्यूज ट्रूली दैट अंटिल नाउ नो वन इज हरासिंग, नो वन इज टेलिंग मी एनीथिंग. Maybe you're right now you're giving money and you're providing everything through them. Maybe this can be. Stop doing that. You will know the true faces of them. Yeah. So it completely depends upon case to case, where and how. Yeah, ma'am, sure. Yeah. We need complete detailing to give you advice, ma'am.
In between members coming and posing questions, we have one online question from Ritu Ahuja. Okay, so Ritu Ahuja asked a question: who will take care of the portfolio from time to time? Naturally, I think trustee. How should the movable assets portfolio be diversified for ease of maintenance, keeping in mind inflation cover and lifetime provision to loved one after?
Do that. I'm not a government, to be honest. Yeah. How will take care of the portfolio from time to time? How should the movable assets portfolio be diversified for ease of maintenance? Keep in mind inflation cover and lifetime provisions to loved ones after that.
Somebody has bought 10 shares in 1990, and at the time they bought it for 10 rupees and 50 rupees. They forgot, your father has taken some of their money. They found it there. Among the cost of loss of 2 rupees.
Exactly. So inflation, we can't take that things. Okay, we can again. I'll tell Ritu ma'am that basic only. What it is movable and related to immovable, both we are covered. In Rajesh example, we have already seen that he has got like cash, he's got FDs, mutual funds, small business, and he's got like house, everything. So that we covered movable and immovable both, where you can put clauses. We cannot go that after 10 years because we cannot predict our death, right? To be honestly, we cannot predict our future, to be honest. We cannot say what is going to happen in next 5 minutes. Forget about like years and years. Nowadays we are sitting in Asha hospital. So this hospital like knows very well, better than me, that what is the meaning and the of every second of breath. Because a 21-year-old is also getting heart attack right now. So this is ma'am is talking about this very future. But yeah, to be very honest, we can take care of while clauses, we can put the future clause. While if it becomes according to the current amount and the current dividends of the shares, for example, that time whatever the price will be for that, we can go with that clause.
more members.
Only CA and advocates. Advocate will take care of every legality related to the trust, each and every reality. And CA will take care of this kind of a inflation economy, everything related to money matter. In a very civil language, I will share this with you. Like CA has got the power where he can manage everything. That you have to, okay ma'am, this is come, we got this much, what we have to do, my advice is like to go with this. Today's rate is this much. I mean, if sir have mentioned about the shares. Okay, share I have purchased like rupees 10. Now ma'am, I think my opinion is to trustee. To trustee that CA will say, okay ma'am, my opinion is now you can sell that. If with all your permission, I will say that. So we can, by like CA's advice, we can handle this inflation kind of a monetary thing. We can handle economy, whether it is bad or good. I hope I'm clear. Very tricky and very deep, sir, actually. Very, very deep.
Now, members, before we proceed, the inflation is when, as I already told you, the trickish thing, and in fact, it is growing also, inflation. And how much property you have, and what is the lifespan of the patient. Both are, lifespan of patient is also unpredictable. So how much of inflation you could cover also. But this is a safety tool, so that is not exploited, and the trustee also cannot exploit, because he is conditioned by the trustee. So this inflation is something which cannot be immediately addressed to, unless we give again powers of recategorization and reinvestment of the assets given in the hands of. That will again a classification, where if the trustee is also a very experienced man only, we can trust it. But when you give so much of freedom to the trustee, it may result in anything, because stocks are there, and if you give a freedom to him to reinvest and reallocate stocks, it may end up in losses, and because of conditional. So the thing is, we have to have a minimum safety tool, and once the properties are in the trust deed are exhausted, then the responsibility of the trustee is over, because there is no trust without any assets are concerned. Now I request Ramakrishna to come and ask any specific question he has.